The HUSQVARNA 125B 28cc 2-cycle leaf blower. Can it clear your lawn quickly, and does it have issues that you need to be aware of? Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB. Just so we're clear here, this video is not sponsored. I purchased this HUSQVARNA 125B leaf blower with my own money, so you know you're getting an honest review. This HUSQVARNA is assembled right here in the USA and is possibly one of the best bang for the buck blowers at Lowe's in terms of size and power. Let's get her out of the box. All right, let's slice her open. Magical moment. Take a look at all that. Okay, so let's lay it all out here. We have our wide tip end nozzle, we have our round end nozzle, and our middle pipe. Not too much cardboard in the way. And then from here we have our instruction manuals, quite a bit here. We have our registration information, our warranty paperwork, the HUSQVARNA Connect app paperwork, and our owner's manual, and a handy quick start guide and assembly guide. Then they even threw in a bottle of 50-to-1 gas oil mix, and then the blower itself. Now that box was pretty narrow. They packed all that in there pretty well. Now let's get all of this assembled. First step, we're gonna undo this bolt on the bottom. You could either use a flathead screwdriver or a 3/8 nut driver. Open it up. That should give you enough slack to get the pipe in. Then from here, I have this hook on the bottom of the pipe. I'm going to slide that in on the bottom and loop it around that bolt. Stick it in, there we go, and lock it into place. From here, tighten that screw on down. And you don't gotta give it the death grip, but it's gotta be snug. That will do. And it's pretty tight. She ain't going nowhere. Now what I'm gonna do is go with the round end nozzle here, and this has a little channel that you twist and lock into place with these ends right here, and it locks on to this little stubby end here on the pipe. So we're gonna slide this guy on. Now if you're a taller person, what you could do is put it on this first notch and lock it there, or if you're a little shorter, you can push it all the way on and then twist it into place there. And from there, it's not coming off. And from here, let's load it up with some 50-to-1 gas oil mix. She's doing a little drippy here. We are good to go. Cool. Doesn't this thing look like a pumpkin with a handle on it? This HUSQVARNA is now gassed up, fully assembled, and everything clicked together nicely. And to help this video click with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you. Now here's the details on this HUSQVARNA 125B leaf blower. This 28cc 2-cycle engine runs on 50-to-1 gas oil mix. Let's take a look at the air filter assembly. You have a toolless design with a knob on the back. From there, the cover pops right off, and there's a look at your air filter. It's good to check these at least once a year, and I'll have these air filters linked down below in the description. Now, in my experience, the number that matters most is the 470 CFM that this baby's cranking out. CFM is cubic feet per minute, or air volume that this leaf blower can send out. She also sends 170 mile-per-hour winds out the pipe. She racks up 12.5 newtons of blowing force, and ear protection is recommended because this unit cranks out 110 decibels. HUSQVARNA states that the X-Torque engine reduces emissions by up to 60% and increases fuel efficiency by up to 20%. Pretty cool. And the air purge on this unit removes air from the carburetor and the fuel system, which allows for easier startups. There's a stop switch up top that automatically resets itself. You know, for those times when you were trying to start your old leaf blower and you forgot to switch it to on, and you were pulling and pulling and pulling, trying to get it to start, well, HUSQVARNA took care of that for you. The handle has a variable speed throttle control, as well as a locking cruise control. And the translucent gas tank, and the translucent gas tank allows you to see when you need to refuel. Plus she holds up to 16.91 fluid ounces. She measures approximately 36 inches in length, and she weighs in at 9.4 pounds. Now, according to the Lowe's website, this medium duty blower can clear up to 1 acre, and she's backed by a 2-year limited warranty. But if you purchase the HUSQVARNA 2-cycle fuel mix with the purchase of the blower, you can extend the warranty from 2 years to 5 years. Save the receipt though for proof of purchase. There's shoulder strap mount hooks at the top so you can take the pressure off of your hands. And if you have the 125 BVX model, you can use this blower as a vacuum with an attaching bag. There's the details on this HUSQVARNA 125B, so if you're ready, I'm ready, let's go fire it up. So here's how to perform a cold start on this HUSQVARNA. First step, prime the unit 10 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We can see fuel in the bubble. Then we're gonna set the choke all the way to the full position. And according to the manual, you wanna make sure that your cruise control is all the way up. And then from here, you wanna pull the rope no more than 3 times until it burps or wants to start. So let's give it a go. It's 1, 2, 3. We heard it want to start there. Now we're gonna set the choke to halfway. And then from here, we're gonna pull the rope until the engine starts. There we go. Now it says to let the engine run for approximately 10 seconds. Then we're going to squeeze the throttle and set the choke all the way over. Pretty simple. Then the manual states to let the unit warm up for approximately 1 minute. As the unit's just sitting there idling, it's really not that loud, which is pretty nice. All right, let's let this baby flex its muscles here for a second. Get a lot of air coming out. You can see my daisies moving way over there. And to turn the leaf blower off, you simply flip the switch down. Simple as that. Now to restart it, we should be able to just give it a pull. Nice and easy. All right, it is early fall. Leaves are starting to come down. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Now here's what I like on this HUSQVARNA 125B. For a leaf blower this size, it packs a decent punch for medium-sized properties right out of the box. The engine size and output are right up there with other top brands in this segment. This blower can clear post-mow clippings with ease, and it can move leaves and debris a good distance from where you're standing. With 470 CFM, it does have enough power to move heavy wet leaves, but this could vary depending on how high they're piled up. She's pretty well balanced and pointed directly at the ground, so you don't have to do that awkward tip motion with your wrist like you have to do on some cheaper blowers. And she does win some durability points because everything important like the carburetor, which still can be adjusted, the air filter assembly, and the spark plug are all well protected. The pipes lock well together too, restarts are really quick and easy, and the blower itself doesn't really walk around much on startup, which is nice. She doesn't weigh very much, so she's easy on your arm, and she's not painfully loud like some bigger blowers. What's also great is she doesn't suck at your shorts when it's in your right hand because the air intake fan is on the other side. Brilliant! The locking cruise control feature is nice to have so you don't have to give the leaf blower the death grip all the time, and it comes with an additional nozzle. Now just a heads up, these flatter end nozzles are better for higher wind speeds, but they do reduce your CFM a little bit, while the standard round end nozzles get you more CFM but slightly lower wind speeds. In my experience, I prefer the round end nozzle for the higher CFM to help lift up more leaves. Now here's what grinds my gears with the HUSQVARNA 125B. First up, these leaf blowers do have issues with their fuel lines just after the first couple of years of use. They get brittle and crack, with some pieces ending up in your carburetor. So these fuel lines will need to be replaced just after a few short years of use. Startup procedures are a little long, but doable. And if you pour in a good quality gas oil mix, she does start up well. It's probably best to keep this startup manual on hand until you get the hang of it. And speaking of hands, this unit is ideal if you're left-handed. Now I'm right-handed like 90% of the world, so if I want to get her started with my right hand, I gotta get on top of her like this. Now the fill mouth on this unit is just too small. We're talking kitty sized here. A mouth this small is just asking for a spill, and I wish it was just a little bit bigger. Even with its decent amount of power at 470 CFM and 170 mile per hour winds coming out the pipe, it's still designed for medium to smaller yards. If you have mountains of leaves to clear, you may want to consider going with something bigger. I don't know, does it get good reviews? Actually, it does. 4 out of 5 stars on both the Lowe's and HUSQVARNA websites. Most owners are happy with them, and with only a select few mainly complaining about startup issues. Again, running these on a good quality 2-cycle gas oil mix is a great plan. And I run all of my 2-cycle small engines on Echo Red Armor. Don't worry, I'm not pimping out garage gear here. This video is not sponsored. This is just a great product. I figured I'd mention it, and I'll have some of this linked down below in the description. Now, if you're looking for a slightly cheaper option, check out my video on the Craftsman B2000 leaf blower. Warning, cheaper doesn't always equal better. I'll have that video linked down below in the description. If you want to be part of the tribe, subscribe, and for more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.